On YouTube. Today I'm going to do a quick comparison between two Metro PCS phones here. The first phone I have is the LG G Stylo, and the other phone I have here is the Microsoft Lumia 640 Windows phone. Alright guys, let's go through the screen real quick. The LG G Stylo has a 5.7-inch HD IPS display screen, and the Microsoft Lumia 640 has a 5-inch HD display with Corning Gorilla Glass 3. So there is a definitely a size difference here, as you can see here. So they both have a front-facing camera. The LG G Stylo does have a 5-megapixel front-facing camera with gesture shot, and the Microsoft Lumia has a 1-megapixel camera, front-facing camera, but it is 720p wide-angle front-facing camera, so it is 720p front-facing camera. So there's a difference there between the two. Let's go to the back of the phones here, guys. Okay, let's talk about camera. LG G Stylo has a 13-megapixel rear-facing camera with LED flash, and the Microsoft Lumia has a 8-megapixel camera with LED flash. So LG G Stylo does have a slightly better camera. Both of these have removable backs, which is nice. They do have your expandable storage, so you can put a SD card. So it is expandable storage, which is great. Really quick, guys, let's go over battery really quick. Okay, so between the two phones here, LG G Stylo has a 2,900 milliamp battery, and the Microsoft Lumia has a 2,500 milliamp battery. Okay, so G Stylo is going to have a slightly bigger battery life. Okay, let's go ahead and put the battery in on the Stylo, and let's also put the battery in on the Microsoft one here. Okay, these are removable backs on both of these phones, so you basically just put this one back on, snap it in, there we go. The LG G Stylo, removable back as well. Both of these backs are plastic. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at both of these phones in the back here. Okay, so you got LG branding on the LG G Stylo. You get the Microsoft branding here. Speaker girl is on this corner of the phone. Speaker girl is on this corner of the phone. Okay, LG's Stylo power button is right in the center there, as well as the volume up and down buttons. Power button on the Microsoft is right here, and right above it is the volume rockers as well. Both got the charging port on the bottom of the phone. Okay, both on this side has they have absolutely nothing, no buttons on this side. Charging port, power button, volume button. Of course, you get your headphone jack, and as well as what sets this phone apart from the rest, you have your stylus. Okay, so between the price range of these two phones, LG G Stylo is about $200. Microsoft Lumia is about $80. So there is a difference in price there. You're going to get a lot better specs on the G Stylo than the Lumia, but if you are undecided between the two, hopefully this video helps. Okay, so you got Android and you got Microsoft. It just basically depends on preference here. Okay, they're both powering on right now, as you can see. LG G Stylo is going to be a little bit heavier in the hand than the Microsoft Lumia. It's going to be a little bit lighter. Alright, so these phones are powering on right now. The G Stylo does have a 1.2 gigahertz quad-core processor, and the Microsoft Lumia is running Windows 8.1 OS. Okay, it has a Snapdragon 400, 1.2 gigahertz quad-core processor. So let's just turn both of these phones on. And this is basically the home screen here, as you can see. Okay, home screen here is completely different on the Lumia. You have basically different tiles, different windows that flip and give you different information regarding apps that you have. Here's a little bit different. Okay, let's look at weather, compare the two, how they look. Okay, there we go. LG Stylo is definitely, a lot of times you're going to have to use two hands to operate it. The Microsoft Lumia, you just really need one hand to operate it. As you can see here, I can pull down the notification bar. Here it's a little bit more tricky to pull it down one-handed, but I am able to. Okay, let's see what else we can see here. So go to apps there, you can see all your apps. If you want to see all your apps, you can go here. So let's just see, let's see, we have Cortana and we have Google. Let's see if I can get these at the same time. Metro PCS. Okay, so there it goes. Give me some information. Disneyland. So there we go. They're both pretty much load at the same time. How far is Disneyland?
It'll take 9 hours and 20 minutes to drive to Disneyland. It's about 571 miles away.
Alright, so, they both operate pretty well. You're going to get a little bit different answers, and, compared from Android to Windows, it's a little bit different. But for the most part, it does give you information that you need. Okay, let's go to the store. So again, the store looks different. You get the Play Store, you get the Windows Store. As you can see here. So we'll get those two. Let's see what else we can see. Okay. The photos are pretty decent on these phones. You've got the 8 megapixel camera here. Let's go to camera as well. So again, you're gonna get a little bit of a delay in the Windows Phone, but both of these are really good cameras. I mean, this is a good 8 megapixel camera. This is a good 13 megapixel camera. So they're both, I like them both equally the same. But I think a lot of this is just going to depend on preference. Do you want a bigger phone, or do you want a smaller phone? You can see the footprint there. The LG G Stylo is going to be bigger. It's going to be a little bit heavier, and the Microsoft Lumia is going to be a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to handle one-handed compared to the LG G Stylo. So just a quick comparison between the two. This phone is about $200, the LG G Stylo. Microsoft Lumia is about $80. So just basically, it's just preference, what you are used to, what you're comfortable with. That basically will kind of determine which phone's going to work best for you. So, trying to think of what else I can show you. This one has all these windows popped up here, sports. Trying to see what else we got here. But as you can see here, This one has some games on it. I haven't downloaded any games on the Microsoft phone yet, but alright guys, just a quick comparison between the two phones here, the Microsoft Lumia and the LG G Stylo.